Welcome, welcome, welcome. A big revert is coming to the game for those who care about marks of excellence, but marks of excellence are changing back to how they used to be. Randomly, they changed the way marks of excellence worked. Didn't exactly tell us how that change worked, and then suddenly marks became harder, and players started farming marks through bots, playing late at night, fail platooning, so on and so forth. And it made it so that those of us who actually like grinding marks we're at a severe disadvantage because not only have they become harder, they've become, well, needed for farming. Like the only way you could get them sometimes was by farming. However, when you had a bad game, your marks didn't go down that much. They're changing the marks back to how they used to be, which is average based solely on the rest of the community, which is how it used to be. However, when you have a bad game with this algorithm, your marks drop a whole lot more. But how does it work? Okay, so let me tell you. So here is watconsole.info/marks. This is where you can go and check marks of excellence. All these numbers are wrong at the moment because this bot is programmed with the old way marks were, and so these numbers are just a general statement, like maybe around 5400 to 3 mark the 1-to-1. But sometimes it was higher, sometimes it was lower. Usually it was a bit higher, about 400 to 500 higher. Okay, fair enough. But how marks of excellence work is, let's say you have yourself a Leopard 1, okay? And let's pretend the Leopard 1 average damage done by the community plus assist damage is 2700 damage. That's the average done by players in the Leopard 1, okay? 2700 damage. That means to get 50% marks of excellence, you need to average 2700 damage. Okay, that makes sense. So then what's 65%? Well, 65% would be 15% more, right? So instead, you would want 2,700 times 1.15. So to get 1 mark of excellence, you would need 3,105 damage per game. And that needs to be your average for 1 mark of excellence in a tank that averages 2,700. Okay, so what if you wanted 100%? Well, that's easy. That's 2,700 times 2. So to get 100%, you would need 5,400 damage. Okay. From what I understand, they're not changing the 100% standard. It's just 0% through 95%. So after that, I don't know what the 100 is going to be. It's probably going to be, this plus 500 still. So, 5,900 to, let's say, get 100%. But if you wanted, let's say, 95%, so you wanted 3 marks of excellence, that would be 2,700 times 1.9. You would need 5,130. So you can do the calculations really yourself. But there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you get marks of excellence. But here's the thing. If you have a bad game with this old way that they're bringing back, your mark drops a whole lot more. Like right now, I notice when I'm in the 95, 96, I'm up to even 99%, and I have a bad game, I drop like 0.5%, if that. Back then, if you had a bad game, you could drop 2%. So yeah, but with this implementation coming out, they haven't said when it's coming out. You can expect your marks to probably, a bunch of them go back up. If you remember, after 6.0 was released, it was later after 6.0, I think. But a lot of marks just dropped. Like you were at 3%, and suddenly you'd be at 1%, like 78%. Like what? I was at 96%. Why am I at 78% suddenly? And that was for a lot of people. Your tanks should, if you had them up there before, they should start going back up. Unless, of course, that tank has been buffed, in which case everyone's doing better in it, so you might not see much of a change. But there you have it. Marks of excellence are changing, which is very, very good. Since we're talking about marks of excellence, how about I show you how I like to mark tanks? I'm in the nameless I'm platoon, but the platoon does not matter per se. But platoons do help. Let's say if you're going for assist damage, platoons really, really do help. But in this game, instead I'm using my brain, my noggin. I'm in the nameless, a tank people don't play because they don't think it's very good. And it's not. It's not very good. It has armor on the upper plate. You thought I was going to say more, didn't you? That's it. It has armor in the upper plate. It's got a weak cupola, a weak lower plate, semi-weak gun, no gun depression over the front, 5 over the side. It goes 50, so that's nice for such a strong upper plate. That's kind of nice. But this is it. I'm like, I'm going to take the middle here. They have a Crusader SP. Put a shell in the Tiger 131. We have an 88mm with 300 alpha damage, which is quite interesting. And that used to kind of be a novelty. Except 6.4 seconds reload on 300 alpha is no longer special. Because now you have the Tiger and the Hammer, which have 280 alpha damage with a 5 seconds reload. So even those guns now outclass the gun that you have on your Nameless. And I think we only have like 220 pen or something even lower than that, actually. It's really bad. But, you know, if you aim well, you can hit some shots. Like that ammo rack of the Tiger P, he goes down, we're up to 1100 damage, 800 assist. I have optics on here, I've taken the bull, and now we're just putting one shell in at a time. At least we have a stronger turret than the Tigers, so we're able to use this location a little bit better, and because we have more armor, if they already start shooting us, it won't do too much damage. But there's the Tiger 1, he goes through our turret, we go through his. Right, that's just the tank. But, you know, pretty good DPM. And I remember thinking to myself as I'm playing this, like, wow, look at this reload, this is great. But no, I am remembering, yeah, but the Tiger 1 exists, which is a tier lower, just more accurate gun, better DPM, tier for tier, more penetration, all that jazz. So yeah, it's just kind of a weak tank. Too much side there, because I couldn't get my gun down. Look, I can't get my gun down. So I'm like, you know what? With this kind of matchmaking, I'm going to try my upper play. Everything's bouncing off of me now. We're up, wow, we spot a Hellcat to our left. Okay, he's dead though. We're up to 2300 damage block, 2700 damage dealt, and 2300 damage assisted. This AT7 knows what he's doing. He keeps penning me. Well, he bounced off there. But he's actually shooting me in the lower plate and penning me a few times with that 17-pounder. We're down to 600 health now. But this IS has no idea what to do, and even if he did, I don't think he can go through my lower plate. We finish him off. How about this Comet? How about this Tiger 131? How about that Tiger 131? No shot in the Tiger 131, so what I'm going to do is shoot down his house for my team to shoot. There you go, guys. Dead. Huntsman finishes him off. And we're up to 4,000 assist damage and 3,300 raw damage. Just like that. Like, we went up probably 5,000 or 6,000 damage in a matter of 60 seconds because we just sent it. We noticed that we had the advantage. There was really nothing that could do much of anything to us. So he sent it. The AT7 knew what he was doing, but unfortunately for him, he was a tier lower and he was stock. Not completely stock because he didn't have the autoloader. He had the 17-pounder, which has like 200 pen now, so more than capable of dealing with our lower plate. But where's the Piggy? There's the Piggy. Hello, we have HE loaded for you, Mr. Piggy. Boop. Oh, we missed. Okay, well, we'll try again. Don't worry. And boop. There we go. 363 damage done. He fires blind. Not a bad shot. How about that lower plate of yours? No? Okay, well, we'll just kill him. Give us the Pascucci's. 3,900 damage, 4,300 assist damage. Is there anything else we can do this game before it ends? We go 50. Wow, 4-minute game, by the way. It's about to be 4 minutes. It's been less than 4 at the moment. But this is just... People will say, look at your tank doesn't. You don't have an impact in your game. You realize we're winning 14-1 because I made that play. I recognized no 4,000 damage for CloneGuy because he missed that. Yeah, no 4,000 damage. I recognized that they didn't really have anything that could kill me. There were only a few tank destroyers. They were spotted other than the Super Hellcat, so I went for it. And the team fell apart. There was nothing they could do. They were winning the other flank, but once we collapsed on them there, we were able to head back to the other flank and kill them. 8,000, almost 8,500 damage combined. That is how you mark a tank. Optics and W key. Let's go. But that's it. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I've got a little preview for you guys about Calamaty. Ladies and gentlemen, I am playing competitively again. I'm playing in competitive leagues, in fact. And Calamaty Season 3 is kicking off July 15th, and it is the biggest World of Tanks competitive tournament here on console. It beats even the Wargaming run leagues, which means this is not run by Wargaming. It is run by the players. It is run by votes by players. Alright, registration for this ends on July 14th, so make sure you register. I'll have a link in the description below if you want to play, if you want to play against me, if you want to play with me, if you want to have some fun. Things like the Tehran, Artillery, and Avery are all banned from the league as voted for by players. And the formats are decided not by one person, but by the players who, again, get to vote. It's just good fun. You can't blame matchmaking. You can't blame your team. Well, I guess technically that would be the best time to blame your team. It is just slugfest, back and forth, best of 9, best of 11, best of 13. So you don't just go and have 3-game losing streak and you're out. No, no, no. You have a chance to come back. You have a chance to win, and it's great fun. And if you don't have a team, just join the Calamity Discord anyway. Look for one, make one, get started, get registered, have some fun with me, have some fun with other fantastic tankers.